And run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Jackson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. First down, Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Mayfield now, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Show it. Gun.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch 85. Ball's going 85. Watch 85. Gun.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really
good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to not.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they try the right side here. Got some room at the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there, 82 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Stacy Coley on the return. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Mayfield on first down. Caught left side, Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
56. Gone.
From the red zone now, Mayfield to Mixon on the check down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Looking to throw. Caught on the right side. Reed. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's
Detroit,
3rd and 3.
Detroit. Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw here. Jordan Reed has it. Jordan Reed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jordan Reed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though,
and he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
One last shot for Mayfield here. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.